as missiles tore through Gulf skies, with Iran versus US crossing swords once again, something happened in Yemen. Tehran's ally Houthis entered conflict, fired missiles at Saudi Arabia after accusing the kingdom of bombing an airport under their control. For years, it seemed one of the Middle East's most dangerous conflicts was finally fading. After nearly a decade of war, Saudi Arabia and Yemen's Houthi rebels had stepped back from direct confrontation. Cross border missile attacks had become increasingly rare. Diplomacy had begun replacing airstrikes, and for the first time in years, there was growing hope that the Yemen conflict was finally moving towards a political settlement. But now, that fragile calm may be breaking. And the question is, what changed? The answer lies in an airport and a flight that never landed. Over the past 2 weeks, tensions have risen sharply after an Iranian aircraft was prevented from landing at Sana'a International Airport in Houthi controlled Yemen. The Houthis insist Saudi Arabia was behind the move. Riyadh has not publicly claimed responsibility, while reports indicate that the internationally recognized Yemeni government carried out the operation. But for the Houthis, the distinction makes little difference. They accuse Saudi Arabia of trying to maintain what they describe as a siege on Sana'a by preventing Iranian flights from reaching the airport. And they have issued a clear warning. If Iranian flights continue to be blocked, there will be retaliation. Days later, the Houthis claimed they had targeted Saudi Arabia's Abha airport. Although no casualties were reported, the attack marked one of the clearest signs yet that the group may once again be prepared to strike inside the kingdom after years of relative calm. But this isn't really about a single airport, nor is it just about one flight. The dispute is actually about Iran's growing influence in the region. The Houthis want direct air links with Iran restored. On the surface, they argue that reopening flights would ease restriction on Sana'a airport and reconnect Yemen with the outside world. But the stakes are much higher than what meets the eye. Regular flights between Iran and Houthi-controlled Yemen could make it easier for Tehran to move personnel, equipment, and other forms of support into the country, further strengthening one of its closest regional allies. And for the Houthis, reopening these flights is about breaking what they call the siege on Sana'a. But for Yemen's internationally recognized government and its allies, it is about preventing Iran from expanding its regional footprint. That is why an airport has suddenly become the center of a much larger geopolitical confrontation. And to understand why Saudi Arabia is taking this so seriously, we need to go back to 2015. That was the year the kingdom launched a military intervention in Yemen in support of the internationally recognized government after the Houthis seized large parts of the country. What followed was nearly a decade of war. The Houthis repeatedly targeted Saudi cities, airports, and oil facilities with missiles and drones, while the Saudi-led coalition carried out thousands of airstrikes across Yemen. The conflict eventually became one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. Yet in recent years, the fighting had begun to subside. Cross-border attacks became increasingly rare, negotiations gathered pace, and both sides appeared more interested in preserving a fragile de-escalation than opening another front. That is precisely why the latest threats and the Houthis' claimed strike on Abha airport are drawing so much of attention. After years of relative calm, the possibility of direct confrontation between the Houthis and Saudi Arabia is once again being discussed. Whether these incidents remain isolated or mark the beginning of a broader escalation will depend on what happens next around Sana'a airport and the dispute over Iranian flight. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The uneasy calm that held this conflict together for the past few years is being put to its toughest test yet. And this raises a bigger question. Are Houthis preparing to reopen their conflict with Saudi Arabia? And if they are, the Middle East could soon find itself dealing with yet another dangerous front in an already volatile region. And that's a wrap from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I am Tamanna Akhtar signing off for Times Now Digital. Until next time, take care and keep watching this space for more such videos.